Hey, how you doing? This is John, and welcome to John's Long Box. Today we're playing My Hand Solo, which is my name for my solo board game series. We're going to play this game. This is Terry Pratchett, The Witches. I've never played this solo before. It's kind of a sweet game. I like playing it with my younger nieces and nephews. It's not the most complicated game in the world. I just reread the rules tonight. And I discovered that there is a solo way to play it. So I thought I would try it out. First off, I see that there's 3 people in the chat. If you would say hello, just let me know that sounds good, looks good. I need to get like a longer way to get this camera closer because it just seems to be a little far away. Again, let me know if you can hear me, see me. The conceit of the game is it's set in Terry Pratchett's The Witches world. I never read those books, but I did read the Discworld books. I like them, and I got all of the Terry Pratchett based board games. My favorite is Discworld Ankh-Morpork, but you can't play that solo. So here we go. I'm gonna take my. Oh, who do we got here? We got question marks. Can hear and see you. Thank you. Love those stories. They are excellent. The Terry Pratchett books. Yeah, I read The Color of Magic and then the one right after it. I forget too, but I have a couple of those books. I really like The Color of Magic, so I want to check out these witches books. Apparently, it's like Harry Potter, but before Harry Potter. So here you go. The link is in the chat if anybody wants to join me, and we can hang out and talk while we play. So the object of this game is to get a good score. We got to get a good score, and we'll talk about my score at the end of the game. I score by getting these green and purple tiles. These green and purple tiles. The green tiles are easy problems. The purple tiles are hard problems. So I'm going to start out. The audio books are good to. I started getting into audio books. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'll check them out. I'm going through all the audio books of Tolkien right now. So I start out with 3 cards, and I will show you the cards, and I'll talk. Oh, that's 4 cards. I will talk you through the rules of the game. So the first thing we do is we reveal a card. Okay, here's a card. Down on the bottom it says Cab's Well. So I look for Cab's Well. Okay, there's a problem on Cab's Well. Since there's already a problem on Cab's Well, it got worse, and we put this token on it. That's a crisis. +2. If another crisis token goes on that, then this problem, is it's too late. It's gone. And when I go there, I will find out what the problem is. So I don't want there to be deaths, problems in here. I'm a good witch. So I'm going to begin my turn. Okay? So the first thing you do is you can move. You can move 1 or 2 spaces. Or if you discard a card with this witch symbol on it, you could fly anywhere you want. This Groucho Marx symbol, I didn't read the books, but apparently that's headology. If you read the books, you know what he's talking about. That'll give me a +1 on my die roll. And then this is, I get +2 on my die roll, but I take a cackle counter. I'm on my way of becoming a corrupt dark witch. So you don't want cackle counters. So those are my 3. And then there's text down here that I will read. I'm not going to read every card, So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move over to here. Okay. So since I move over here, I reveal this token. Oh, death. So somebody is dying right here. Somebody is dying. Poor old timer's laying, and I want to help. So here we got a little token. You could see this. There's a 3 on it in purple. That means 3 points. And there's a 12 on it. So I got to get a total of a 12. But then this token gives +2. So already I got to get a 14 to save this person from dying. And I'm a good witch. So I am going to... okay, I'm going to use headology, which is Terry Pratchett's funny way of saying logic. So I'm going to use logic. So I have +1 on the start. Now I can only play 1 card before I roll the dice, normally. Okay, so I rolled a 10 plus 1, 11. I need to get a 14. Now I decide, do I want to continue fighting this problem or do I want to run away? If I run away, I get a cackle counter, and then you put another crisis token. And since you put a second crisis, it already has one, this person will die. So I'm not going to run away. I'm going to solve this. So right now I have an 11. I need a 14 with 2 more dice. So I got 5, 15, 16. There, I solved death. I saved this person from dying. So I get to put this on my board. This crisis counter goes back into the pool because there's only 10. If ever I need to get a crisis counter and there are no more, the game ends and I lose. So that's one way to lose. There's plenty of ways to lose. Okay. And then even at the end of the game, when all of these tiles are gone, I have to get a good score. Okay. So that was my entire first move. So that wasn't bad. When I put 2 tiles over here, I get an extra draw. So right now I go back to my hand size, which is 3. Okay. And then I start my next turn. The first thing, so that was my whole entire first turn. So now, second turn begins. I flip over a card. It says black glass. Can you see that? Black glass. So I look for black glass. Black glass, ooh, over here. Over here. There's a purple problem up there, and it's causing chaos. So it's getting worse. I don't know what it is, but I don't think I'm powerful enough to go over and solve that problem yet. So what I want to do is I'm going to solve an easy problem right now. I want to power up. I want to level up. Everybody with me? All right, so I can move 1 or 2 spaces. I will move 1. I'm going to move over here to Lankertown. Lankertown is big. There's actually 3 spaces in Lankertown. So I'm going to flip that over. Oh, there's a pregnancy. There's a pregnancy. Difficulty 10, and it's worth 2 points at the end of the game. So I'm going to go assist somebody with pregnancy. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to just roll the dice. Just going to roll the dice. So I rolled a 7. Now I need a total of 10 on 4 dice. So I could pretty much, I think I could do that without anything else. And I have these these cards that will help me. So I'm going to just continue rolling. All right. So I got, this was a 4 before I picked it up. So 7 to 7 is 14. I assisted with this pregnancy. So there you go. So I collect this tile. Now I have 2 tiles here. I don't know if you can see it, but this says my hand size increases for every 2 green tiles over here. And this is a permanent +1 for every 2 purple tiles down here. So this is good. At the end of my turn, I already have 3 cards, but now my hand size goes to 4. I have 4 cards. So I'm leveling up. Seeing if anybody says anything. Just taking a sip. Okay. And I will go on to my next turn. First thing I do is see where the next problem is. Could you see that? On the bottom down there, it says Creel Springs. So I take this. Creel Springs, there already is a problem there. So I'm going to put a crisis counter on it. It's getting out of control. And even if I wanted to, I couldn't get there. It's 1, 2, 3 spaces away. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play this card, Brother Fedor. It's got you see how it's got like a broomstick symbol on a witch on a broomstick? So I could just fly over there. So I'm going to fly over there. I'll flip over the counter. What do we have over? Oh, there's a poor sick pig. Nobody wants a poor sick pig poor sick pig. I'll show you the title. Poor little sick pig. And I only need an 8, and it's only worth 1 point. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to roll dice. I'm going to roll dice to heal that sick pig. Oh, I got a 6. I got an 8 right there. So I beat it. but you have to roll all 4 dice because for every one you roll, you get a cackle counter. So, so I got an 8, and this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and I needed a 10 because this crisis. So I healed the sick pig. This will go on my board. This crisis counter goes back into the pool, and that's the end of my turn. Okay, and that you keep going, I draw back up to 4 cards at the end of my turn, and I love the art on my turn. I love the art on my turn. Okay, so there we go. So I just looking at the board, see if there's anything going on, and again, I got to get some way to extend this down farther. Maybe strings, would that work? Okay. Anyway, so where is the next problem? Cab's Well. Didn't so over here. So I just left Cab's Well, and there's a problem there again. Jeez. All right. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go to Cab's Well. And what do we got down there? Somebody's dying. You can see somebody's in bed with a bad case of the death. So I want to help them beat death. I got to look at my cards. Okay. Okay. So, all right, these cards. All right, so I need to get a 12. So I'm going to roll 2 dice. Ooh, I rolled a 7, and you see that? I got a cackle counter. So, I'm using too much magic. I'm like getting a little corrupt. But I got a 7. Okay. Do I want to? I only need a 12, so that's 5 more. All right, I'm going to risk it. All right, so I healed this patient. Okay, so that's good. So now I have 2 counters over here. So I have 3, 4, 5 cards that I draw up to. I have 4. So now I have 5 cards. So you see, I'm getting a little bit more powerful. A little bit more better witch. So now I'm gonna the standing stone. Where is the standing stone? Right over here. Okay, the standing stone has a problem. Question mark. You're the one who's familiar with it. Do these name locations sound familiar from the books? All right, so where do I want to do? You know what? There's a whole bunch of problems over here. So I'm going to go to the dancers, that location. And what do we have? Oh, we got somebody with a fever. I only need a 7. So I'm going to roll the 2 dice. I could probably do this without even playing a card. Right there. I rolled a 9 right there. But you have to roll your dice. Oh, see? Because that's why you could get a cackle counter. And I cured her fever. All right. Now, the next turn, the long man. So there is a bad problem at the long man. I don't know if I could deal with that yet. Okay. So he says that these locations sound familiar. I wish you could see the art. I can't really make the camera. This is as low as it's hanging. I was thinking of putting something underneath the table and bringing it up, but I don't know what else I could do. Maybe, I'll figure out something to bring it up. But okay, so there was a problem at the long man. So let's see now. All right, what am I gonna do? All right, I'm gonna go over here to the standing stone. Another person with a fever. Only a 7. I don't want the cackle counter. Okay, so nothing I could do about that. All right, so I take a cackle counter. There's only 4 in a solo game. So I rolled a 3. I only need 4 more. Okay, so I knew I was going to cure the fever, but I didn't want to get a cackle counter while I did it. So now I have base of 3, 4, 5, 6 cards I'm allowed in my hand, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So now I draw another card in my hand. Okay, all right. So now the game goes. A rock in a hard place. A rock in a hard place. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Oh, right here. Oh, I wasn't supposed to look at it. All right. So, oh wow, this game's going pretty quick. This game's going pretty quick. I wonder if I. It's got a similar vibe to Steve Jackson's Sorcery app game, fun interactive fiction app. Art looks good even from a distance. Class, yes, yes, it's very very classic, very very. It reminds me of like the Shire, you know, like a just very peaceful. You know, it's not a very stressful game. It's I'm enjoying this, but I'm already one two. I only got 4 more turns left, so I think I might set it up again after I play this. All right, so what do I want to do? I got if I go to Granny Weatherwax's cottage and rest there, I could give up cackle counters, and there's only 1 more before it gets bad. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give up a witch card, and then just fly there and end my turn, and give up 2 cackle counters. I don't want to turn evil. Yeah, totally Shire vibe. Yes, 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 yes. Total Shire vibe. All right, so that was that turn. Badass. Do you remember that there was a location in the books called Badass? Well, there is here, and then that's getting out of control. Badass, which is good because it keeps the game from ending in a way. And where do I want to go? Oh, I forgot to draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Should I go after a big problem? I don't know if I'm ready for a big problem yet. All right, let's see. I'm going to use this card with the witch on it, and I'm going to fly. I'm going to fly over to here. And if you notice, it's the only way to get there is to fly. And we got a sick sheep over there. Poor little sick sheep. I need a 9 to beat it. So do I want to? Yeah. I have some turpentine over here. It says sick sheep. Automatically solve a sick sheep problem. So I'm playing that card because I want to get these cards out of my hand. There's no mechanism for re-rolling, for discarding cards. So that card just lets me pass that right away. Now I can solve more problems than spaces, but you know it doesn't increase my hand. Okay, so that was that turn. What do we have over here? A rock in a hard place. So this is going to get a crisis counter on it. That's getting a little out of control. Oh, did I draw back up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got to draw 2 cards. Okay. And to get out of there, I need a witch card. I'm a broomstick card. So I'm flying up. I'm going to take a broomstick card. I'm going to solve 1 more small problem, and then I'm going to go after the big problems. Let's go to Lanker Town. Let's see what's going on in town. We got another sick pig. Poor little sick piggy. We got to help this. Any of my cards. All right, so I'm going to roll 2 dice. Try to ail this poor little pig. Oh, do I have a reroll? Okay, I'm going to play this Grebo card. The text says reroll. Oh, man. That was the worst possible thing I could roll. Okay, 10. So I beat it right then and there, but I still have to roll because there's always a chance for cackle counters. Wow. So now I got the best hand I could possibly get. You get a base of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards. So I have 4 in my hand. I'm going to draw 3 more cards. So now I'm going to go after the big problems. What do we got here? What do we got here? Check out the 8-game 80 Days if you get a chance. It's my absolute favorite interactive fiction app game by the company Inco. It's a steampunk version of Around the World in 80 Days. Wow, I like that book. That's Jules Verne. I love Jules Verne. All right, so let's see this. Razorback. Razorback. Where is Razorback? Where is Razorback? Oh, it's right here. So Razorback gets a problem. A little village up there. I'm down here. So let's see. What do I want to do? Oh, I could go 1, 2. So let's see. Elves. There are elves over here. Now, if at the end of any turn, meaning my turn, if there's 3 elves tokens showing, I lose the game. Apparently, elves are the bad guys in this story. I never read the story. One of my favorite board games is Talisman. Amazing community sport. Yeah, I bought a copy of Talisman. I've never played it. I've never played Talisman. All the cool board game people kind of hate that game, but you know what? I still like Monopoly. I like Settlers of Catan. I want to play Talisman. I haven't even taken it out of the shrink wrap yet. All right, so this is a 16 problem. Jeez, this is pretty rough. So I'm gonna look for my cards, see if I got any. Okay, see if I got any cards that could help me. All right, so I'm gonna play this card. You see how it has 2 stars on the top? So I'm using, lots of magic. So the first thing that happens when you use that card is you take a cackle counter. So I'm delving deep into magic so now I have +2 before I even roll the dice because I got to get a 16 to beat these elves. All right, so I got an 11 +2 is 13. So now I make a decision. Do I want to leave, keep fighting the elves, or do I want to roll? Geez, I only need 3 more. I'd be dumb. I don't even need any of the... I get another cackle counter. There's only 1 left. But I beat the elves. Cool. So I defeated the elves. So I got my first big problem token. Big problem token. All right. And then I put this card over here in the discard pile. And I can have up to 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I'm just going to check out my cards. All right. There's more rules, but I'll explain them when, it needs to be explained. Okay, black glass. Black glass. That's for the... black glass over here. So this problem disappears. So that just means less points for me. Less points for me. He got what he needed. The problem's over there. That's not good. That's not good. All right. And let's see, where do I want to go? I want to solve a big problem. So I'm going to look for a witch card, a flying card. The problem is all the flying cards have good text on them too, but let's see. See if any of these cards... Oh, wow. All right, so I'm going to play this card that has a broomstick on it, and I'm going to fly all the way up to the caves, Lanker Caves. Let's see. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. There's a vampire in there. Count Bella de Magpire. So there's a vampire in there. Now, vampires, they could keep accumulating crisis tokens. They could get as many as they want, as many as they earn on top of it. So they could get really bad. That is not good. It's worth 4 points. So let's see now. I will... I'm going to risk it. I'm going to play Mirror Magic. So that gives me +2 before I even roll the dice. And I took my last cackle counter. Now that is bad because if I get another cackle counter, I take these Black Alice tokens. And these are worth -1 point. And if there's no more left, I lose the game. I become a corrupt, evil witch. So I have +2 before I even roll. And I can only play 1 card to modify a die roll before, for the most part. Oh. let's see. Can I re-roll the dice? Can I re-roll the dice? Okay, this card, King Venice, lets me re-roll one or both of your cards. So I'm going to re-roll this. So that didn't happen. All right, so I got an 8. I have a 10. I need 8 more. So I'm going to play the hare. It's got the headology symbol, so that gives me another +1. So I rolled a 7 plus 1 is 8. And this is 10, 18 right then and there. Yes, I beat Count Bella the Vampire. Now I have 2 purple tokens. So now I have a permanent +1 before I even roll the dice. So that's good. That's good. So I'm leveling up. I'm leveling up. All right. Let's see if there's any more comments. Nope, no more comments. I have to turn. That's why, So let's see where this card goes. At Slice. This problem is going to go to Slice. Where is Slice? Where is Slice? Oh, no, that's not Slice. Where is Slice? Oh, it's up here. There's a problem there already. So it gets a crisis token. All right, what do I want to do? I'm going to go to the Long Man. Let's see what's there. What's at the Long Man? Lily Weatherwax. I need a 23. She's worth 7 points. I guess that's the Voldemort of this book. She's the bad, the bad person, the big troublemaker, Lily Weatherwax. So let's see. Do I have anything that'll help me? Oh, I forgot to draw up. 1, 2, 3. So I should have 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, man. And I'm already at the maximum amount of cackle. Oh. Oh, wow. Can I do it? Oh, wow. Okay. So I have a Perdicia X Dream. It says power of 3. I have Nanny Org, power of 3. And I have Marat Garlic, power of 3. If I have 3 different witches, and they all have power of 3. So they form a coven, and they grant me the power, and I defeat whatever problem I'm on without even rolling dice. Oh my, that was just perfect. That was the climactic battle, which is unclimactic in the games, but you only get to do that maybe like once a game. You play power of 3 because it's hard. It's hard to get. There's not too many of them. So I have 4 cards. I draw 3 more. 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Oh, I see that there's a comment. Let's see what the comment is. Favorite Terry Pratchett book idea from A Hatful of Sky. First thoughts are everyday thoughts. Everyone has those. Second thoughts are the thoughts you think about the way you think. People enjoy thinking, have those. Okay. And third thoughts are the thoughts that watch the world and think all by themselves. They're rare and often troublesome. Listen. My favorite part was the spell that wanted to be cast in that book. I used that concept in my role-playing games. A dreaded spell that just wanted to, like, it was a sentient spell that wanted to be cast. That became like a big story plot in one of my games. And that was the spell that caused the Discworld to move out of the way so it wouldn't get destroyed. All right, so let's see. Scund. There's a problem there. So it gets a crisis token. What's this comment? Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Where do you live? Where are you? What time is it? What state do you live in? I assume you're living in the United States. So there's all of these problems over here. So I've been doing pretty good. So I think I'm just gonna fly. Can I fly? Yeah. So I'm gonna spend this Jason Org card. I'm going to fly to Granny Weatherwax's cottage and have tea. So I lose 2 of the cackle counters. So that was my whole turn. Just, kind of resting. And then the place where the sun does not shine. The place where okay, there's a problem there. So we put a crisis there. You put a crisis there. And now I get to go. Oh, I forgot to draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. So I get to move 2. So if I move to 1, 2, I can make it here. Let's see. Do I have? Oh, okay. The Bestiality Carter. That's a guy's name. Says move up to 2 extra connections. So I can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to go all the way to Badass. And there's a crisis counter on it. Oh, somebody's on death door. I need to get a 14. I need to get a 14 to help him. Okay, so let's see. I need to get a 14. And I already have a +1. So I will use this headology. So I have a +3. I have a +3. So I have a +3. That's 6. 6. That's a 12. So I need to get 2 more. So it's impossible to fail, but it is possible to get cackle counter. Yeah, of course it's possible to get cackle. So I battled death using logic and medicine rather than magic. But, well, actually, I did use magic because I used cackle. So now this, I'm just going to put them over here, but this crisis token goes back. So wait, Washington State. Okay, I'm in New York. It's late over here. So Granny Weatherwax's cottage. So there's a big problem in Granny Weatherwax's cottage, which sucks for 2 reasons. It's a big problem, and I can't recover there. I can't rest, and I'm at 3 cackle counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I keep forgetting to draw back up. Okay, so, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces away. I kind of want to go there. So I'm going to fly on my broomstick, see who's... I assume Granny Weatherwax is my friend. I got elves there. So there's elves hanging out. Horrible, evil elves. Burning the midnight oil out there. Yeah, I'm off. I got a couple of weeks off. And I'm just figure this is a fun thing to do. So, if anybody's interested in sorry, I just got a message. All right. So I'm in no rush to wake up. The only thing I got to do tomorrow is take my wife's car in for an inspection. So I could sleep late. I'm a natural night owl anyway. So let me ask you, what do I call you? Question mark? Question mark. The elves are the bad guys in these witch books, Terry Pratchett books. All right, so I need to get a 16. So I have a +1 already before I roll anything. Okay, so what do I want to do, man? What do I want to do? So I'm going to play Diamandia, draw 2 extra cards, and take a cackle counter. So I'm taking 2 extra cards. This is a Hail Mary, and I took the last cackle counter. That's difficult to say. Trying to remember. I remember the wee free men, but not sure about the elves. Okay. All right. So I'm at maximum cackle counter. And I was hoping I have 2 power of 3 cards. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play a Mantina device. Oh, no, I can't. If I draw another cackle card, then I get a Black Alice token. And I do not want that. So you know what I'm going to do? All right. So I'm going to play this card, discard 2 cackle counters. Okay. So I discard 2. So, you know, I guess Nanny Org is a friendly person. And then I'm going to play this, draw 2 cards, and draw 1 cackle counter. You know, I'm fishing to get. Okay, so I got one power 3, power 3. So close. Oh no, no, so close, so close. I got 3 power 3 cards, but 2 of them are the same character. You have to have different characters. Damn, so close. All right, so what am I gonna do here? I'm going to play this card, Champot. Looks like a ghost. So that gives me +1. This gives me +1. So I have +2 before I even roll the dice. +2 before I even roll the dice. Of course. Do I have anything that lets me re-roll? No. So that sucks. So I'm at maximum cackle. I'm at maximum cackle over here. All right. So I have a +2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have a 6. I need to get a 10 on these dice. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. And none of these will help me. All right, I have to do this. I'm playing a +2 deep magic, and I have to draw a Black Alice. So that's -1 point. So I have +2 to this. So let's see what happens. Oh my god. So draw another one of these. I am on my way to becoming an evil witch. I'm using too much magic. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I need 1 more. Oh no. 1 more. There's nothing I could do. Oh man. So when I fail, I have to go to the nearest spot. All these dice go away. And take another cackle counter for failing. But there are no more. So if I take 1 more of these tiles, I lose the game. And I can't. This is where I got to go to rest. Oh, man. This game got real hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. So now, oh, man. This just stinks. So let's see. Badass. Where is Badass? Badass is right here, so we got a small problem there. Oh man. I gotta fight the elves. I'm going to fight the elves again. All right. I just can't use any deep magic. Man. This just stinks, stinks, stinks. All right. So I will use Headology. So I have +2. I have +2. Nice. So that's 9, 10, 11. All right. 11. I need to get 5 more. 5 more. All right. So I beat the elves. Woo! I beat the elves. All right. Nice. I snuck up on them invisible. Did some logical fighting with them. Woo! I beat the elves. Nice. Nice. All right. Now this could be the end of the game. Lankertown. Lankertown. So there's a problem there. Next turn, if I have to pull a tile and there's no more tiles, it's the end of the game. So let's see. I have to do this. I have to rest to get rid of 2 of these. Or how many cards do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have 7. So I'll move. I can't rest. It's going to be the last. This is. I'm resting. I'm resting. I don't care. I'm going to take a gamble that a crisis is going to come out. Okay, let's see what happens over here. Lanker Castle. All right, so I would pull a tile. It's the end of the game. So it's the end of the game. So that doesn't matter. So let's see. These go away. These don't matter. Let's see my points. So I'm going to total up my points, and we'll see how good I did. Let's see how good I did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 13. So 13, 13, 20, 23, 26, 30. 30 minus 3 is 27. Okay, so I got 27 points. And then I look at this. 27. If your scores between then you said if you score 40, if you fail to score 30 or more points, then you're destined for life as a pig farmer's wife. So there you go. I became a pig farmer's wife. That's my game. I beat, I didn't score enough points to get my witch's license. I became a pig farmer's wife. So there you go. That's my whole video. I played the witches. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'm going to end the stream now. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.